So guys, welcome back to episode 2, where we're here again with Alizée. In the first episode, we were able to work some horses together and to exchange some ideas, some exciting moments. In this episode, we're going to be working 2 new horses. We're going to be starting with Monte Cristo, and believe me, this is a session you are not going to want to miss. Let's take a look. Oh.
Don't kill this one, please.
Oh. Wait.
Yes, at the moment he feels like, so he's completely overwhelmed by the hormones that came out in spring.
Yeah.
And then he is not in control of himself anymore. He's like a big baby that doesn't know what to do from the emotions, from this big body, from the hormones. And yeah, of course, at one point he relaxed, and there he completely switched. The look is changing, the face is changing, the whole body then is completely different.
Yeah.
But it always takes, you always have to go through the whole, I want to bite the whip, I want to bite the rope, I want to discuss everything you are trying to teach me. So it's complicated because then the dialogue is difficult.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm also very careful, because as he's not taking care of himself, he can become dangerous very quickly for us, but also for himself, because he really doesn't care for him. And the other thing is he's always busy with his mouth, which means I've been working through the whole process on his face.
Yeah.
And when he starts not to bite anymore and to try to relax, then he cannot just stay. He's yarning, he's doing this. It's not that he can just stay here with a quiet mouth. Even when he relaxes, then the mouth is always busy.
Yeah. But also the internal struggle is really difficult for him.
Yeah.
He's all the time trying to escape this internal irritation of energy.
Yeah.
Which is different to work energy. So hormonal energy is giving a different sensation in the body, but also one he's not able to escape. Boy.
And this overreaction, which means when we try to guide him into something, instead of trying to think about what we're doing and why we're doing, he just goes against straight away.
Yeah. My feeling is to be able to help the difficulty in managing the hormonal energy in the body.
Yeah.
It's kind of over stimulating him all the time. I think work is a good way to reduce the overall non-usable energy in the body.
Yeah.
but I think the best thing is to remove the brain between the legs.
I'm always feeling a bit guilty of castrating, so I always try to avoid it as much as possible, and that's why we've been really working through it during spring and summer, but I see that he's becoming eaten by his hormones now, and then it's also not nice for him.
No.
So, but I find it always a very hard decision to make. It's not a decision that you can just make like this.
No, exactly. No, but it's not like you haven't done anything.
No. We've been
also
really working
on it.
It.
And trying to help him, and for me it's never a problem in the work and to learn to interact with the horse and work with the horse. But like you say, if he's having this level of frustration in all the hours he's not with you, then they go into self-harming and they have struggled to have relationship with another horse and with themselves. It's not in the hours we can give them security, but it's in the hours, and then it's always an imbalance because we're helping them to a certain point, and then they are working the rest of the time against the thing you're just trying to help them in. This internal lack of control of the hormonal energy actually just keeps attacking the system like a virus. So Monte Cristo, I've had some trainings with him in the past. The first time I saw him, he was just a young juvenile and playing with the situation. He was really green, he was searching, finding his body. The next time I saw him, he was much more masculine. And so then, of course, you have this hormonal thing adding to the physiology and, of course, to the emotional state, this connection between the brain between his legs and the one between his ears. And, of course, you have those sort of chemical reactions in the body that can trigger a horse into doing things in which they can't control. And so to be able to slow that activity of the hormone is to not let it be stimulated too much. But I think it would be, I have the feeling that it's really good for him to feel that he's having a win by not stimulating the reaction like you would on a horse that can't make a good decision, but letting him feel that he's winning over the internal frustration and fight. If he was at home, then I would try to make a place where I could just take him in and out, or put him in the sand paddock, go there, do a little bit, come out. And so we'd spend more percentage of the time in a space where he is controlling it, and that you can give one small stimulus, make him aware of it, and he thinks, oh no, hang on, I know what to do in this situation. Right.
And it's really linked to the whole forehand. So it's really from the whole neck and the face. The rest of the body, you can touch the belly, but everything that comes in front, this is very challenging.
And of course that's where the hormones end up.
But the key is to read the body on time, and then to be able to help what you see and what you feel straight away, which means that every single day, every horse is different. It's not a system, it's having tools that you can use to help what you read at the moment you read. And then you see, then he is so much ungrounded that he starts to do crazy stuff with his legs.
If you're listening to the demon inside you, you're not focusing on your body, you're disconnected from yourself. It's the worst version.
But sometimes he also, he falls completely.
but the worst version of being in your head is being in your head with somebody else's voice.
Yeah. And that's also, he knows, because he does it, and then he goes directly into, oh, I know, this was wrong.
Yeah.
But instead of thinking, then he goes into defense one more time. Ah, you see? That's how my umbrella died.
Boy.
But especially with a personality like him, if you don't give him the responsibility of his actions, then you just make it worse.
Yeah. Boy. So I try to encourage him when he makes the transition to walk, that he just looks forward and straight. So he's just neutral.
You feel that he tries to manage himself, but then the breathing starts to be huge, but it's not due because we had all the camera inside and exams. It's really that he's blocking his breathing.
Yeah.
And then he starts to go into this. He had his moment where he had to jump in the air and make all his drama and frustration out and trying to pull Tristan. And then he got back to himself and then he got completely relaxed.
My approach would be to tell him when he's good. Of course, there's a boundary in explaining to him this is not good, but not telling him directly. It's not coming from me, like this is the wrong spot and you felt it, to sort of prevent him from doing something really dumb. But then focusing on the win.
Yeah.
Yes, now you're doing good. This is the feeling. Try to stay here. Try to live here. And then asking a question with the tools and with the work, and then you can put more stimulus on it. Boy, we can start to ask more difficult questions that's less triggering. But I think if we are in the mindset of, oh, there it is again. Oh, no, this is, don't be, and especially in the daily routine, and then also with the staff and your students and people that have to handle him outside. This is a constant, it's something you want to go away, not only for him, but for everybody involved.
This is not fun. Every day we have to be around him and we have to help him through. And but then you cannot work into the bonding, you cannot make connection. I don't want just to work with him. I want him to become my friend. And today we can't, obviously. It's just not working.
Yeah.
So,
and I think that's also important for you guys to move forward. He needs to get to a place where that's possible again.
Yeah.
A lot of people sort of think the best stallion is a gelding because it's easier for them. But at the same token, you have some stallions, like I say, their body's making it much more difficult than other stallions. But it's also, with his body, not such an easy decision because of how big he is. And then always with an operation there is a risk. And Alizée is also very aware of that. And she wants to now find a solution because she also doesn't want the horse to be in this state of frustration all the time as well. Just see how he starts to come out each time, and then give some time to think whether we need to make a big bowl soup. I've got a barbecue they would fit on, so...
Yeah, I'm not eating meat, so I cannot help.
It's nice when the cultural differences collide. It's going to be a difficult decision, but for sure we have the skills between us to be able to get this horse to be in a relaxed state and really show his own true personality, which is a kind, sweet horse that just wants to interact and be with people and do the right thing.
And then he was so tired by having to manage himself, and then he could go in his stable relaxed, that he was just sleeping with his nose on his hay and eating his hay, and you could see the eyes going down. That's where you see how much this is taking from him, these hormones. But that was good to see that he did all the journey inside him, and he could find a peaceful place. Because that's what we want for him. Seeing him back to himself and being able to put a little bit his luggage on the ground, that was nice. I prefer to teach my horses or educate my horses to have an understanding. We always come back to this understanding, being aware, having tools that they can also use actually in their field, or because it's I have some people, they don't want their horses to go into frustration or to anger or something like this, but they have to face it every day, even without us being in their life. They hear the food, the time that the food get into their box or field, they have the time to get into frustration because their belly is saying, hey, now the food. So if you give them the tool to recognize, acknowledge what's happening in their body, and then being able to free themselves from frustration, fear, anger, anything, it helps them in their daily life. It's not something that you do for you anymore, it's something you give them for everything they do. Hop là, et voilà. Jador is here since a long time, but she had a baby break and she had a lot of health issues, which is also the reason why I'm always super careful. I still see her as the 4 years old. Like, that's something I need to work around myself if I want to free her from this. But that's the new generation because they have never been to a show. So then we need to build this whole safe bubble and safe space around them so they can get into the arena and have a great feeling, not have a stressful feeling. She's so smart in the way she can still handle her body very well into the thing that it's very difficult to get her to feel it's already a bit better, but I really want to get this one up.
Yeah.
And it's not so easy.
Yeah.
When she gets emotional, then she locks the wither, then the whole shoulders and the neck got like concrete, and then she cannot connect the rest of the body anymore. When the body gets to this stage, if we can just help her, maybe step by step this will disappear, and then maybe the brain will start to change the memory and to think, I don't need to harm myself, I can go through this. And we need to teach her that she's enough the way she is. As soon as something is getting complicated or stressful,
Yeah.
then she really locks the whole forehand, and there it's very hard to get her out of this.
Yeah.
She's an overachiever, so I think she put always so much pressure on her shoulders to be better, and Raoul always says she's like me. She wants to be better, and so no matter if she push her body too far, she will just do it because she wants to give it.
Good. Yeah. So just seeing where she goes and not too much that she's looking to, when you have slight bit of irritation, a little bit of this, but that she also can change the direction. Not that she always has to move forwards.
Yeah.
We do that in the beginning for them to become comfortable. Yeah, good too. Yeah, if you just start to work her a little bit, and then we'll see.
Free then.
Just whatever you would normally do.
I will do.
So I let you work and warm up a bit, and then
Yeah.
just let me know when you.
I will just do a bit of trot and then we can start.
Yeah.
Allez, trottez. Oui.
Yeah, what I see particularly when Alizée is working free or at liberty, is that she is actually just riding them from the ground. And that really resonates with me because of all my preparation in starting a horse under saddle, in helping a horse to better understand his own body from the ground before I sit in the saddle. This is really that step in the horse having all the information he needs to know, so that when you get up, he's also feeling 100% in control of himself. And we're not going to ask anything of him in the saddle that we haven't already done on the ground.
Oui. Oh, cette tête. Oh là là. Oh.
This is a horse with a very high level of sensitivity, a high level of deep emotion in the horse. So you can be quite easily fooled into thinking that this is going really good and the horse can manage it and they're totally relaxed and, oh, that was a really good session. Because the horse is very athletically talented and from character the horse is really a pleaser, I will start just as a neutral distraction, so not making connection with her.
Yeah.
And then we see
Oui. Oui.
even though she can do these amazing things in the body, seemingly for nothing, there's also a sense and a feeling within her of where that limit is. And the element that really started to create a limitation, a little bit of tightness, this uncertainty starts to come in the shoulder. That was mainly with the sound. Now I will just go through the process of,
Super.
sometimes I take the pressure off when she makes connection with the self.
Oui.
I can clean also all your spider webs at the same time.
Oui. Super. Oui.
And of course, sound is something that she's going to experience in show. This is going to be a major factor, you know, and you have to make sure that when you're putting your horse in that environment, that they are completely comfortable and that they can shine in that space, and there's not going to be something there in that performance that makes them think, oh, I don't feel comfortable. Maybe we can also do the approach and touch.
Yeah.
I think maybe even just the trot first.
Yeah.
So we get that part, so she knows, that's the thing. If I see something and my neck gets a little tight, oh.
Oui. Voilà. Ah, choup, choup, choup. Oui.
see if we can go past. I will go to your right.
Whoop, whoop. Wee. Wee.
And if she avoids, we do the touch again.
Yeah. Yeah. You could really see that she was participating and trying to figure it out and put all her heart into it, being super open. Allez. Oui. Allez. Allez. Hop. Oui. Ah, ah, ah. Encore.
Yeah.
Oui, voilà. Super. De l'autre côté. Bien. Allez. Allez. Chut. Allez. Chut. Oui. Oui, allez, hop. Chut. Oui, allez. Oui.
I think also once she makes the idea, oh, I have to go there,
Yeah.
then we see if we can ask her to less to go there.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Yeah.
And
But
then
she goes on her, which she did with the flag the last time.
Yeah.
Here I still need to help her because she's...
Yeah.
But that's, you see the pattern here, and then she locks herself like this, and then she takes the lead from here, and she cut the connection in the lumbar area.
Yeah. You have also the draw with her, standing still and...
Yeah. The call, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yes, I have.
I have to learn the new language too. Maybe
that's the French version of the English.
Yeah. Then you have the Australian, that's even more...
Jador? Super!
Yeah.
Bien! Bravo, ma
Maybe it's nice from there, I don't know what you think, also to go to the music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe a little bit the firework again, or maybe something less, you think?
We can first start with normal, like epic music, and then we go to the fireworks. Okay. Super.
Oh, someone's ringing.
Ah.
It's in French.
Ah, yes. No.
Quite good. Also on the approach and everything.
Yeah.
Also you see when she starts the movement and the body starts to come together, she finds the rhythm and she gets into the focus, and then the volume is down.
Yeah. Super. Saute. Actif, actif. Bien. Très bien, ça. Bien, super, super.
There's one we prepared earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe we try to do the approach and touch again.
Oui.
Yeah, it's good.
Super.
Perfect. You can.
Super.
I think you can start the work, and we do it from the side.
Yeah.
And if there is a moment, then draw her back to you, and then draw her to the box.
Yeah.
In a moment where the speaker is blasting out war scenes, guys screaming and machine guns and fighter jets, and the sound itself makes you also not want to be open in that space. And so for a horse to feel that he can push through that sound barrier and become bigger than the sound that it's there, and same with the fireworks, this is self-management, this is self-control. It's feeling that you can be comfortable and trust that all the environments we will bring you in, it's okay.
C'est bien, bravo.
Yeah.
Super.
She has also this a bit sense of pride when she feels like I did something.
That's why I think we have to go through something difficult, because you know the problem with her is that when she stresses, then she's harming herself, because then she's so much introvert that she's destroying her stomach and everything.
Yeah.
But in the same time, I'm also thinking we also go through some scary stuff, and then that's how we grow. And I feel if she feels this pride in the arena, then it will also switch completely.
Yeah, the feeling for her as well,
Yeah. Bravo!
It's funny how when you stand and reflect yourself,
Yeah.
like this, that it comes across on them also really quick. Eh?
Yeah.
In the war zone, fireworks,
Yeah.
epic music.
Yeah, you even surprised me with the indie whip. I was not ready.
Yeah,
I
you were
was
doing
the
so
one
well. I
making
thought we better take this up a notch. It's getting too...
Yeah, it was just a bad revenge for the smoke machine.
Yeah, and still you win.
Yeah. I am at the point where I don't know, what do I do? Do I push her further when I know that it's complicated for her because she's making herself sick from the stress? But I also know that maybe on the other side, then she will be able to grow like Mistral did and to really feel super good. But do I take this risk, or do I just leave it there and say I don't want to push her there because I don't want to take the risk to make her feel not at the right place? So it's my call. Up.
So definitely some interesting things to think about in that episode, guys. Information to mull over, to process in your minds. But look forward to the next episode where we go further in our Liberty Groundwork session and I get to try something a little out of my comfort zone. Don't miss that one.